Hi, and welcome to Module 4, which is all about customer growth. By now, you've not only set goals and clarified the strategic direction of your business, you've also worked on your site's conversion rate, which means you're ready to explore how to grow the value of your existing customer relationships by encouraging customers to buy more and more often. And that's what this module is all about. In particular, we're going to look at strategies for cross-selling and upselling. We're going to explore how to turn customers into advocates who do your marketing for you. And we're also going to look at strategies for creating an engaged community that loves you, buys from you, and promotes you to others. Let's explore these together across this module. Now, in this video, we're going to be focusing on the first of those three items, upselling and cross-selling strategies. And to do that, we're going to start by understanding what cross-selling and upselling are and the differences between them. We're going to look at different practical strategies and examples that inspire customers to buy more and more often. And finally, we're going to explore exactly where and how to implement the strategies in your business and on your website. Let's start by just locating where the upselling, cross-selling process occurs in the customer journey. So as you know, there are three drivers of growth, right? The traffic you generate, which is about the number of visitors to your site. 2 is your conversion rate of visitors to sales, right? And 3, this is what we're going to be focusing on, is customer growth. And that's about the value you generate from each customer. Right? But the question is, how exactly do you generate more value from each customer, right? Well, you really need to increase two key variables. Number one is how much people spend. In other words, your average order or average transaction value. And 2, how often people buy, which is really based on the number of transactions per customer per year. Now, how exactly do you increase those two variables? Well, let's explore how upselling and cross-selling strategies can help us. First, let's get clear on our terms, right? People use the words upselling and cross-selling interchangeably, but in fact, they're actually quite different. Upselling is offering a more expensive, upgraded, or premium version of an item that a customer has just purchased or is about to purchase. Cross-selling, on the other hand, is recommending a different but related or complementary item to the original product. So think of upselling as more of an upgrade, while a cross-sell is a whole new purchase. By way of example, let's say a visitor is looking at purchasing a brand new 13-inch Apple laptop, say a MacBook Air. Now, after selecting the laptop, the customer is immediately presented with several upgrade options on the right? And as you scroll down, you can start to see them. For example, you can see here, memory. You can either choose the base 8 gigabyte, or you could upgrade for $200 to the 16 gigabyte unified memory, right? Likewise with storage, you can use the base level 512 gigabyte SSD storage, or you could upgrade 2 levels, right, to the 1 terabyte or the 2 terabyte. And if we keep on scrolling down, we can continue to see more options. You can choose pre-installed software packages and so on. Apple is essentially trying to upsell you to a more powerful and expensive laptop. It's the same product, just upgraded. That's upselling. But after the customer selects their upgrades, they then proceed to the next screen where they're presented with the option to add a range of other different but relevant products, like, for example, Apple Care insurance, adapters, cables. And if we scroll down further, you can see a mouse, a different adapter, a protective case, etc. They're logical accessories for many laptop consumers, but since they're different to the original product the customer was interested in, it's considered a cross-selling example. Now, it doesn't take a genius to understand why upselling and cross-selling are worthwhile, right? They can seriously increase your average order or average transaction value. If they're added at strategic points in the customer journey, they can really help grow your order sizes. Also, upselling and cross-selling strategies can be applied to customers who have already purchased, not just new customers. And as you may know, it's much easier to sell to an existing customer who already knows you than to a brand new customer, right? So it's a great way to grow sales. But what's interesting is that the benefits aren't just one-sided, right? It's not just for you. By effectively upselling and cross-selling, you can make sure your customers choose the right product or products for them and that they've got everything they need to use that product. As an example, batteries are a perfect cross-sell item for products that don't come with their own. Right? Not only would this increase the total order value, it also prevents the customer from receiving an item that they can't use immediately. The question becomes, though, if we agree that cross-selling and upselling are worthwhile strategies, how do you implement these strategies practically in your business? Let's start by looking at some powerful upselling strategies. One common upselling strategy is to offer an upgraded version of the same product. Okay, now we saw this earlier in the example with Apple's offer to upgrade the laptop with more memory, storage, etc. Right, so that's a common, simple upselling example, but that's not the only example, right? Next, another example is an increased quantity or size. So this kind of upsell offer is especially effective for consumable goods or anything that runs out, wears out, or needs refilling. The idea is that you offer more of the product that they just added to their cart, but perhaps with some sort of built-in discount as an incentive. For example, Native Deodorant offers a special deal, 17% off, if you upgrade your order to a 3-pack of the same deodorant product you've just purchased. Not surprisingly, many people opt in, and in doing so, they increase their order size. Another upselling strategy is to turn a one-time purchase into recurring revenue by way of a subscription. Right? If you sell any kind of consumable product, customers may be interested in automating orders, especially if they get a discount, because it saves them the trouble of placing orders themselves every so often, right? And potentially enables them to save money. Now, I've got 2 dogs, for example, and when the company that I buy my dog food from offered a 10% discount to move to a monthly subscription, it was a no-brainer for me, right? It saves me money and saves me hassle. Here's how Physicians Choice uses subscriptions combined with quantity options to upsell their vitamins, right? If you sign up to the subscription, you save, right? And if you upgrade, if you upgrade to 3 or 6 bottles, you also save, right? So they've got 2 versions of upselling there, right? One, you can upgrade the quantity, but you can also upgrade to a subscription model, and you save in both cases. Now, what about cross-selling strategies? How do you encourage people to buy different but complementary products to the one that they're looking for or the one they've just purchased? Now, the first cross-selling strategy I'd like to explore is product recommendations. Right? You've all seen this before. When a customer is on a product page, they're clearly already interested in the item, which means it's the perfect opportunity to recommend related or complementary products. As a rule of thumb, I normally say that you promote products that cost 10% to a maximum of 50% of the main product's cost. Right? The idea is that it should be viewed as complementary to the original product, not as a substitute for it and not as a whole new purchase. So for example, Amazon does this exceptionally well. Let's say you're looking for a new TV and you see one that you like. Let's say it's a Samsung. Right? When you scroll down the page, what you're going to see is you're going to find a list of different but complementary products. So here we go. The heading Amazon uses is customers who bought this item also bought. Other sites show these items under different headings like frequently bought together and other variations. But in this example, you can see cables, wall brackets, and so on. All items that are different but relevant to the original item, which in this case was the TV. By the way, interesting to know that when Amazon introduced this cross-selling strategy on their site back in 2006, their sales increased by 35%. It's powerful. Another powerful form of on-site cross-selling is what's called bundling. Right? Bundling involves packaging items that go well together, so customers have everything they need to successfully use their purchase. This strategy works really at the psychological level by increasing the perceived value of the deal. You see, when multiple products are bundled together and sold as one, it appears more valuable to us, and we're often willing to spend a bit more to obtain it. So to continue with our Amazon example, if you're interested in a TV, you may need an HDMI cable so you can connect up your laptop, right? So what do? Right? They bundle them together. And that bundling helps Amazon increase their order value while also helping the customer access what they need to get the most out of their purchase. But you can even go a step further. You can offer the bundled items at a discount to make the bundle more attractive. You can see here that Beats by Dr. Dre headphones are bundled together with, number one, the Beats pill and speaker, 2, a portable charger, and 3, a $50 Apple iTunes gift card. And this strategy enables them to increase their sales by more than $190 from $349 to $540, right, for anyone who takes them up on the 4-item offer. Similar to the discounted bundling strategy, you could also set a minimum order for free shipping, right? The idea here is what happens is as follows. Customers who arrive at your store planning to purchase a single item that doesn't qualify for free shipping may be motivated to switch to the bundled items in order to qualify for free shipping, right? You can see here that Hint have a bar at the very top offering free shipping on any 3+ case bundle, motivating people to take that next step. Right? Or have a look at this clothing site. They also have a bar at the top, right, offering the free shipping on orders over $75. But they've gone a step further. They also have an indicator in their cart telling you how far away you are from free shipping, encouraging you to buy more and perhaps select a bundle. A final cross-selling strategy is to cross-sell services. The idea is to offer services that will genuinely improve the customer experience with your brand while increasing revenue and average order value. So think of, for example, warranties like insurance, or you could offer coaching or instructional sessions if users of your product would benefit from some guidance. Gift wrapping is another example, and I'm sure you can think of others too. So now you have a range of practical examples of both upselling and cross-selling strategies. Once you've selected your strategy, what do you do next? Well, the first question you need to ask is, where and when do you make your upselling or cross-selling offers on your site? Right? And the reality is they can be done at multiple stages of the customer journey. It can be done, for example, on the product page, before the customer has made a purchase, or even before they've added it to their cart, like the Amazon examples we just looked at with their frequently bought together items. It can also be done as what's sometimes called a one-click upsell on the cart page. Customers on the cart page usually have a stronger intent to buy, so it's even easier to upsell at this stage of the journey. In this case, customers are offered the upsell or cross-sell product once they've placed an item in their cart and are preparing to check out. A third variation is what's called the one-click post-purchase offer. So this is offered to your customers after checkout and is instantly added to their purchase. The advantage of this option is that it's not interrupting their shopping experience. Right? Customers' attention isn't diverted from completing their original purchase. Then, once the order is placed, you have nothing to lose by offering an additional product. So here's an example of that. Using Native Deodorant again, they offer a travel-sized toothpaste with the purchase of a regular-sized toothpaste. You just, once you've already bought the regular toothpaste, this screen pops up, you just click the red button and it's added to your order. These can work especially well if some urgency is added. You can see on the top, they've highlighted that it's a one-time offer. Companies could also add a discount or some other incentive for customers to take the next step. And there you have it. 3 on-site places you can implement your upselling and cross-selling strategies. Of course, it's worth noting that this is not the end of the customer journey, because even when customers leave your site, you can still leverage cross-selling and upselling strategies to encourage further sales, especially via email. But for now, I hope you found these on-site strategies helpful. Now, where to from here? 3 steps. Number 1, consider which product page, cart, and post-purchase strategies to implement, right? You can't do everything at once. So the question is, what will you implement first? Number 2, implement the strategies on your site. Now, if you know how to do this, fantastic. If not, seek a quote from a specialist to implement this for you. There are different kinds of software options that you can use to implement the strategies. Reach out to us if you need more guidance for your particular site. And 3, test your strategies to ensure they're increasing your average order value and adjust accordingly. Don't assume you'll nail it on your first go. Test, learn, and continuously improve. Good luck with implementing these ideas in your business, and let us know if you have any questions at all. Bye for now.